Today, we are going to talk about fireworks safety. It's so timely since the 4th of July is on Thursday.
Very important. You know, the problem with fireworks is they're dangerous as can be.
Yep.
I mean, you know, you got explosives. I mean, they are designated as explosives. They are gunpowder. A couple things to remember. You can't fire them in Huntsville city limits without a permit. You know, you can't buy them if you're under 16 years of age without an adult present. If you want to shoot them off, make sure you have your parents or something like that with you. They can be dangerous. I mean, we've seen cases where people have lost fingers, where they've been shot into crowds, you know, those kinds of things. If you want to have a fireworks display, you're technically speaking, you're supposed to have a permit to do it.
Exactly.
So there's reasons for that.
So let me ask you a question. We know that it is illegal to have them and fire them in Huntsville, but we also know people still manage to get them elsewhere and bring them back and do that. What kind of penalties do these folks face if police decided to crack down on that? You
know, I think there's more of an emphasis on trying to crack down on the people who actually do the selling as opposed to the purchasing. You know, so if you've got a situation where you've bought you know, fireworks and you shoot them off, the police may come and they may confiscate your fireworks, but really, if you're selling the fireworks, then you've got a bigger issue.
I mean, that's what really gets me, because as you drive around, you're always seeing these locations that are selling. I mean, these makeshift stands that are selling some of this stuff too.
Well, you can't sell them out of a tent, you can't sell them out your car, and you cannot sell them out of a trailer. So you've got to have an actual business. Now, you can't have a mobile home and sell them out of a mobile home, but absent that, you can't just pull off the side of the road and start selling fireworks.
Do want to remind everybody, if you haven't already, go ahead and call us, the number 256-536-0077. You can also text us at that same number with whatever legal question you might have for Heath. Question for you, though, again, regarding the fireworks. When it comes to actual fireworks and the fireworks shows that we have. Do those companies have any kind of liability if those fireworks were to, let's say, land on somebody's house and smolder and catch something on fire?
They definitely could. I mean, you know, because you got to think, when you are a fireworks displayer, when you are a fireworks organization that is in charge of these fireworks displays, then you've got to do that with it and be reasonable in the manner in which you do it. So if you have houses around and you allow these fireworks to go towards the houses, you could have an issue if you cause a house to catch on fire. Likewise, if you shoot the fireworks into the crowd, then you could have an issue. There is an assumption of risk argument that is sometimes made in terms of using fireworks. But oftentimes it's a situation where if you are the company or the organization that is permitted to release these fireworks, then yeah, you could be responsible.
Yeah, we actually just got a text in from Doris Jones. Thanks you for sending this in. And Doris said, yep, because those fireworks are sold in Walmart as well as Target.
That's right. They're sold in big box stores. They're sold, and that's fine. You can do that. You know, things that you can't sell are like your old-fashioned M80s, you know, things that have larger than 2 grams of explosives in them. There's actually federal law that deals with that. But in terms of state law, there's 150 milligrams of powder. You can't have anything greater than that in the state of Alabama. So, you know, you got to be careful about that.
And let's not overlook, animals don't like them.
Yeah.
Veterans, a lot of veterans dealing with PTSD.
That's right.
Very hard on them as well. So there's a lot of to consider.
I do want to get in this question, though, really quick.
Sure.
We got another one. It said, what are the laws for items that are left in a commercial building that are still there 1 month after the lease expired and the property has been vacated for 2.5 years, but rent is current?
Okay, so that's a little different than a firework issue.
Tricky.
But here's the deal: if the lease is current and the rent is paid up, then the stuff that is in the building is still the ownership is with the person who was leasing the commercial piece of property. You should allow a reasonable amount of time for them to remove their material. If the material stays in your building and you're ready to let it to someone else and that stuff's still there, then it can become your property. Now, what you want to make sure you do is you want to make sure that you give the commercial owner notice that their property is left and give them every opportunity to get it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, Heath, we always love you coming on. Thank you so much for doing this.